Do you hear any audio issues? Bow, wow, bow, wow. Doesn't Hello, Brick Boy. How are you? Can I get somebody that can confirm if the audio sounds okay? Oh, thank you, sir. How are you doing today? I thought I would do a quick stream before I hop off here, get prepared for the evening. Hey, Jose, thank you, my friend. And also, thank you, Jose. I see you all and I see you commenting on all of my videos. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Kim, how are you doing? I'm giving the old YouTube a shot, trying to see how it runs with a little bit higher video format, trying to get ready for the weekend. But so far, it seems like it's running pretty good. Let's just take one more quick look at the task manager here. Yes, says we're good. So it's crazy what a computer will do. I'm good and exhausted. Why are you exhausted? What has been happening? I have a new feed up. I'm going to try to get this going too. If I can figure out how to, if I can figure out how to do all this nonsense. Good and exhausted. I got a fun. I have a really fun Scream Factory video planned. Me too. I got a yard work. That'll do it. Yard work will definitely do it. Is anybody excited tonight for the 9 o'clock world premiere for Punisher One Last Kill? Brick Boy says, can't believe we're only a couple of weeks away from the Mandalorian movie. So excited. Me too, my friend. That is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I have a couple of the Mandalorian steelbooks right here. I need to get season 3. Season 2, though, was one of the best. And you know what? Nobody talks about how great this show was either. It's a great steelbook, but I can't agree with you more, man. I'm so excited. Hey, Outlaw at work watching you, Ella. Where do you get those steelbook sleeves? I actually get those steelbook sleeves from eBay. I don't. Where's my phone? Let me see if I can find the phone here for you. Uh, I don't buy the one that everybody else talks about, like the ones that they sell on the TikTok shop. The one I've been buying them from, I've been buying them from for years. Crap. I buy these right here. They're from a seller called Video Game Box Protectors. That's where I buy that's where I buy mine from. So for me, they're a little bit thicker. So like if you're trying to put him in a blue, like if you're trying to put him in a big thick vinegar syndrome, they seem to work better. And even like these 2 packs, I actually use them more for these than I do steelbooks, because I've actually steelbooks are pretty durable. The really rare ones though, I usually put steelbook protectors on. I just haven't in quite some time. But great question. I can't write it in. It's Video Game Box Protectors is the name of the seller. That's who I've been buying them from. But in all honesty, unless you're putting them on like big thick vinegar syndromes, excuse me, or Arrow videos, you could probably get any of those and they work. The Punisher trailer looks good. Yeah, I've heard a lot of really promising things about the Punisher. I know my boy Blu-ray Dan was there last night. Hey guys, if while you're in here, there's 7 people in here. If you could like the live, that would be huge. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do all that fun stuff. He was there. He got to meet John Bernthal, so that was cool. Really excited for it. I think that this is like the start of like the year of Marvel, because you get Punisher, and then you get Spider-Man in July, and then you get Doomsday in December. My day, I just recorded and edited a Friday the 13th video. I put it on all my platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. It'd be awesome if you guys could go watch it and comment. My day has been extremely boring. I had a showdown with the garbage man. That seems to be. I have the most excitement on Tuesdays is either the birds that eat the garbage that make a mess that I have to pick up, or fighting with the garbage man. It sucks, but crisis averted. The garbage was picked up. What are you guys planning on doing this weekend? I know that tomorrow, Top Gun is returning to theaters. That's going to be awesome, and I think you can go see Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick tomorrow. So I may do the old double feature for that one. Aside from that, golly, my day has been extremely boring. Really boring. Really excited, though, about this weekend. I'm trying to think. I got my first early screening for Masters of the Universe. Looking forward to that. I got some really cool movies coming in. I can't wait to do a video on those when they get here. Just kind of slowly, gradually dipping my feet back in to this. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've actually just kind of jumped in with both feet on this new process of making content. I have made content that I would never make. If you guys saw my Screen Factory video, I typically wouldn't make stuff like that. I edited it. It kind of sit in my camera roll for a few hours, and I thought I'm going to just delete it. I'm not going to do it. Threw it out there, and it seems to be doing really well. So I may make more videos like that, just discussion-based videos. I like the more talking style of videos as opposed to just getting on here and showing off movies, which is fine, but it's more fun if there's a topic. And I just got real passionate, man. I love Screen Factory. I have a lot of positive Screen Factories in the works. It was just at that moment, I was fed up, and it appears from the engagement that I've got on that video, a lot of people are tired of it too, and they did it to themselves. But that doesn't mean they can't fix it. That's the most important thing. So, looking forward to that. Like I said, I got some cool stuff in here. Some really cool Blu-rays. Tess was saying this last year, and she just said it again, that she's convinced they're going out of business, and we argued about this all last year, but I'm starting to agree with her. The more the people that have messaged me about their behind the scenes, it doesn't look good for Screen Factory. But oh shit, here's hoping, man. Here's what I'm doing. I am pretending like it's 2015 again, 16. I'm just buying Blu-rays. It's great. I actually was given a big box of Blu-rays yesterday that had a couple of Screen Factories in there. So it's been a good day. Been a good few days. Been building the collection back up. Mainly going to focus on like the Arrow Video 4Ks, and then mainly, if Screen Factory has a 4K option, I'll definitely grab it. But some of these, I don't know that I need the 4Ks. We'll see. My mind changes daily. But as for right now, I'm enjoying collecting the Blu-rays. Guys, thank you all for being in here, for all the questions. Again, I was just trying out this new, what's the word I'm looking for? Higher quality video to see if it would maintain on this computer, and it seems to be doing it. So it's always fun to get on a YouTube live. It's different than TikTok. TikTok is always like, show me this, show me that, show me this. Whereas YouTube, it's just more of a sit and chill kind of like, having fun. I can't wait for Scary Movie in June. It's going to be good with the horror characters. I agree. I am not typically a big Scary Movie fan, but this one looks fun. I'll definitely be going there. I got, like I said, I got the early screening for Masters of the Universe on June the 3rd. It's going to be my first ever D-Box experience. It's a D-Box Cinemark. The chairs move and all that. And then the next day, I'm going to it's not an early screening, but I'm going to a screening, the Thursday night screening for Scary Movie. So, going forward, I'll be posting all my thoughts and reviews. I'm just stepping out of the comfort zone, and it seems to be working. So, I had a really fun time with Mortal Kombat 2, doing the review for that one. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Going to be doing a full review tonight for Punisher One Last Kill. Can't wait for that. I just today started The Boys. I've never seen The Boys before, so I started watching The Boys. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if it gets any better. I'm having a hard time getting through it, but it is good. But it's not the superhero stuff that I typically lean more into. I'm more of the classical, traditional. This is like if Shameless had superheroes. Very vulgar, but it's still. I like Homelander, and the Butcher, so I'm gonna try to. Does anybody in here watch The Boys? Is there like a moment that for you guys that you just watch it and it clicks? Because that's what I'm hoping happens. Because it took me a minute to get into Invincible. It took me a minute, but when I got into it, I was pretty. So I'm hoping that there's gonna be a moment in The Boys where I'm just like floored and I want to keep watching it, because I would like to finish that show, because I get constantly berated about watching The Boys. That's the most requested show I think that people have requested to me as The Boys. I enjoyed season 1, fell off after that. See, that's concerning, because I just got through the first 3 seasons. Episode 1 was awesome. Episode 2 was pretty good. 3 was a little boring. I mean, I know every episode ain't gonna be a banger, but I've heard it got better after season 1, so I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. This big opening you see right here is going to be filled. I have a movie hall to put there, and then I'm out of room, so that's going to be a problem for another day though. But thank you guys for being in here. We had steadily like 7 people for a while, so that was awesome. I don't know if I've got the feed set up correctly. I don't think I had any new subscribers. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Fast and Furious getting 4 What? Fast and Furious. What are your thoughts on Fast and Furious getting 4 TV shows on 4? Listen, I don't want to be the kind of person that poo-poos on someone's love, but I am not a fan of Fast and Furious. I have tried. God knows I've tried, because everybody loves it and talks about it. The older I get, the less. If you drive on the interstate around here and you hear those cars that drive by that sound like taco farts, it turns you off. I'm not a big fan of the Fast and Furious. The fact that it's getting 4 TV shows is making it even less of a thing for me to get into, because I can't keep up with 1, much less 4. They greenlit 4. Man, that's crazy. 4? Is that universe that big now that they can do 4 shows? Are they going to do one in space? Crazy. 4. Let's look this up. We got the power of the internet now. Let's just take a gander. Let's take a look at this. Before this, I was looking at downloading World of Warcraft, but I thought I better keep the course. Fast and Furious. There's no way there's 4 show. Good Lord. You guys were right. Peacock is making 4 Fast and Furious TV shows, says Vin Diesel. 4? Makes sense why they're calling the next movie Fast Forever. It will never end. I mean, I think I watched one. I want to say I watched is two Tokyo Drift. So I've seen the first. Is two the one that's got Tyrese in it? So I've seen the first three. I liked Tokyo Drift, but like not enough to dedicate myself to 4 shows and 27 movies. But hey, listen, they clearly are working. They're making lots of money. So it's just not for me. That whole car. I'm not a big car guy. I drive a Toyota Corolla. Before that, I've had Kias. I'm just not a car guy. You give me a Blu-ray Scream Factory Collector's Edition, and I'll drive a Saturn. I don't care about cars. If I could have a dream car, it wouldn't be one of those cars that sound like a burrito fart. I'd probably get like a. I'd like to have one of those Tesla trucks. Those are pretty sharp. They look like They look like the Batmobile in the Nolan movies. Those are cool. And I was watching a video of one of those football players had one that had like a really cool iridescent color on there. That one looked dope. Excited to see Friday the 13th show. Last time it was in a movie was 19 and had come out and I was 19 and came out of prison and literally went to the movies and watched the movie that night. So you came out of prison and went straight to watch the Friday the 13th remake, a reboot. Man, I'm sorry. Because that, you know what's crazy? Is that was one of the only movies that I actually got up to walk out of. I was actually going to leave. I was so mad. I was there. I can remember. I want to say it was February the 14th or 15th when that movie came out. I was there opening night, and I was so aggravated with some of the choices that they made in that movie. And but it's starting. I like it a little bit more now. But that's dedication, my friend. I am not a huge car guy either. F1 blew me away. That might be the best comment of the stream. Of course, it's going to be where I can't reach it. F1 is probably, and I'm not trying to like embellish here. F1 is probably the most surprising movie of all time for me, and that sounds like all time. But I mean, honestly, I didn't want to go watch it. I don't like racing movies. I never have. I didn't like Days of Thunder. I didn't like any of those. And I went and watched F1 with Brad and Tess and a few of us went. And I just kind of went because it was in the middle of like, we were waiting for like Fantastic Four, and it was one of my favorite movies of last year and one of the best scores of last year. F1 is amazing. Really, really good. I'm hoping that the rumors I've read about that are true, where they're going to do like an F1 crossover with Days of Thunder. Supposedly they set up in the same universe. F1 though was awesome. They don't make movies like that anymore. They don't make movies like that, or I haven't seen any like that in a long time. F1 was awesome. I love that movie. I bought that pretty much right away. Definitely the most surprised movie, and the reason that I say of all time is because I just don't watch racing movies. I don't watch Fast and Furious. I've never seen Days of Thunder. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never really watched a racing movie. I mean, I play Mario Kart. I love that, but I've never really gotten into the racing thing. So that's why that one was so surprising that I liked it so much. I really, really liked F1 a lot. Tess is off work. Put some clothes on, woman. You're going to get me banned.
Hi, family.
I feel like I look like I'm so white.
You are
I'm like,
pale.
but I'm tan though. Well, not tan.
Yes, you're tan and pale.
That doesn't make any sense. It's been consistent though. I don't know if anybody's liking it. So I've got this all set up now where I can see the chat over here.
I don't know what that means.
But like what you used to have the chat over here, and then I had to have YouTube open over here, so I had to have like both running. And I was trying to get an idea of how this was going to do if I had multiple people on here, because I'm going to have Craig on here. But the computer's doing pretty good.
What does that mean?
That is how much it is running. So.
The tired box. I'm so tired. Oh, hi, Cam.
So thank you guys. Any more questions before we hop off here? We're gonna go to Whitehall, the Henry Clay Estate. You guys should definitely look that place up because it is spooky wooky. We got some. How won't you do that real quick? Install those lights. Yeah, that'd have been cool for them to see live happen, but whatever.
Oh, I
Uh,
died. Let me go get it.
I got some lights in here to add some ambiance. I can't wait to see how Terrifier plays out in New Year's Eve with the final chapter, says Jose. Listen, man, I'm excited about Terrifier 4, but I really was hoping they finish it off on Halloween. I was really hoping we were going to get a Halloween ending to Terrifier. Apparently, this is the last Terrifier, so I can see it being a lot of fun though with New Year's Eve. I just didn't love the third one. I didn't love the Halloween. Or the Christmas. I preferred obviously Halloween, but it will be exciting to see how they play that out with New Year's Eve. For sure. Oh, there's never enough lights. It's about to look really Halloweeny up in this piece. Well, I'm telling you, there's not. I'm trying to grow my 4K collection on a budget. Any suggestion outside of the Amazon 3 for 33 promos? Is that 3 for 33 promo still running? I can tell you the best thing you can do that I wish that somebody had told me is wait. So if you are collecting like regular 4K titles, like if you want to just get this, or if you're wanting to get Mario, well, the day they come out, they're $30, and they're gonna float around there until they go on sale. Wait until Black Friday. On Black Friday, most of these are gonna drop anywhere from 50 to 80%. Now, if you are talking about horror related, like boutique label stuff, buy it as soon as it comes out, because you're gonna get into this. If you're just now starting to collect, you're gonna probably say, I don't care about slipcovers, and I don't care about.
You do.
You're gonna care. You may not at this moment, but at some point you're gonna care. So as soon as these get released, buy them.
And then you're chasing.
They go out of print, and some of these Arrow Video 4Ks go out of print in a month. Some of them go out in 3 months. Screen Factory only guarantees a slipcover for 90 days. So if you're talking about a boutique label, Kino Lorber, Screen Factory, Second Sight, 4K, TerraVision, Vestron, if you are talking about any of those, you need to get the movie the day it's announced, or try to. Especially for like big releases. Like if you're telling me you're a Day of the Dead fan, you're going to want to pre-order that 4K and get it quickly. Some of these you can wait on. Like Kim says, when they go out of print, they're expensive. So let's just put this into like. I wish I could share my screen. If you were to go on eBay right now and go, I want to get Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, the Blu-ray, the Screen Factory Blu-rays, the single editions, you are going to pay at the minimum, with the slipcovers, $250 for both of those. If you want them without the slips, you're going to pay at a minimum anywhere from $150 to $180. So get them when they come out, or you're going to regret it. Yeah.
Don't roll back.
Okay. Some people will wait until, a Screen Factory comes out, and then they'll wait and hope that it goes on sale. And that's, you'll save a few bucks, but then you're going to have to buy the movie, and then you're going to have to get on the secondary markets, and then you're going to have to try to find the slipcover. So it's not worth it. Just get it while it comes out. It's not going to get much cheaper. And usually by the time they go on sale, the slipcovers are already gone. So, but if you're just collecting like, main releases, nothing special, run of the mill, Hollywood releases that you can buy at Walmart. Well, I mean, you've got more time. The slips do go away though, but you definitely can wait till Black Friday. I do. If you want to get really, really into it, you can go in there and buy the movies, take the slip off and return the movies, and then wait until Black Friday and buy them. Now, I would never adhere to such debauchery, but you could. Guys, thank you for all the questions. Look at Tess do her thing. Are we going purple or orange?
Well, at this very moment, it's whatever color.
On Black Friday, in all honesty, in some cases you can get 4. You can for sure get 3. You can get 3 or 4 4Ks for the price that you would normally pay for one. So, just there's nothing that really, like, if it's a movie that I really love, like when Avengers Endgame comes out, I'm going to buy that. But if we're talking about like Step Brothers, I didn't buy it when it first came out, so I didn't get the slipcover. I don't really care. I just wanted the movie. So, same with like Straight Outta Compton. I like this movie, but I don't like it enough to care if I have a slipcover for it. So it just depends on how your collecting goes. I'm more of a fan of having a slipcover for the horror releases, like the boutique label collector's editions. Normal releases don't really. Groove Entertainment Black Friday are usually $12.99 for a Scream Factory. That's a really good deal. There's a couple of Scream Factories on my list that I'm going to do videos on. I would love to get the Island of Dr. Moreau. I'm going to do a full video on that. Back in the day when I first discovered Val Kilmer, I watched. What's the problem?
Do you want me to go like this, or just try to outline it?
Like you're doing, go all the way up and then back down if it'll reach. What was I saying? Oh, the Island of Dr. Moreau. I just found Val Kilmer and I watched. Where is it? Here it is. I had just watched Tombstone, and then I found this gem, which is a movie called The Ghost in the Darkness, which I think has. It does. I want to just switch this artwork back because this is more. This is what the VHS looked like. I remember being absolutely floored with this movie. I mean, you gotta remember, I was playing AAU traveling baseball, and one weekend, my coach, I was spending the night at their house. They rented this, and we immediately fell in love with Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. Loved it. Was blown away. This movie has been in my top 10 favorite movies of all time since that day. And I don't even like Westerns, but I love this one. Then the next weekend, we rented this, The Ghost in the Darkness. Now, I actually keep this with the horror movies. I mean, this is a very, I guess, divisive movie. In my opinion, it's definitely horror. These lions that took place during the shooting of this movie, or during this is based off of a true story. These 2 lions, they killed over 100 people in Africa. And so, this movie is absolutely one of my favorite movies of all time. I love it. I've talked about this. And again, why I love Scream Factory. I would have loved for this to have gotten a bonus or a collector's edition because, as you can see, it is extremely bare bones. But The Ghost in the Darkness, well, I was looking at this the other night, wanting to watch it because I usually watch it every start of summer. And it dawned on me, I was like, I don't have the Island of Dr. Moreau. I used to, and I watched that one next. We all, our little group all kind of got into a big Val Kilmer kick. So I thought I need to get the Island of Dr. Moreau. I would love to see it. And so I looked it up, and it had a Scream Factory, a collector's edition. And so that's high up on my radar. That one's not as good, and it's not in the same vein as like Tombstone and that one. He kind of plays like, he's a super badass in Tombstone, but in that one he builds bridges, but he's still got like a hunting background. He's really cool. The Island of Dr. Moreau is just like batshit crazy. It's just a wild
Right.
ride. What lots are you talking about, Kim? The ones that Tess is currently putting up behind me right now, or the ones I've been using in my videos? These ones.
These used to go on our door.
These are magnetic. Very nice. The ones, if you're talking about the ones that Tess has, those are our Halloween lights. I was recently going through my Halloween stuff. I was going to give some away, and we found those. So,
Well, no, these used to go on our banister, but we tore the banister down this year.
tore the banister down. So, yeah, we're going to use them in here for the lives. And plus, it kind of makes it feel Halloweeny. I'm a big Halloween fan, so. And I think they change colors. They flash.
Go to orange.
They go orange and purple, and it just adds. It looks cool in here. It just adds a nice something for the eye, the corneas, to see. But yeah, so I'm excited about the Island of Dr. Moreau. I got some cool stuff coming. I would like to get back to a point where I'll maybe at some point on here we can do watch-alongs again, like the commentaries. But we shall see. Oh. As soon as she gets to hanging these lights up, I'm going to leave. So if you guys have any questions or anything,
You can be here for a hot minute.
a hot minute. My good friend Danny O'Neill just liked my post. Very excited about that.
Did you see what I put on his?
No.
Picture of the furniture. I said, did you tell him I loved him? He said, no. Perhaps I should.
Hey, Tess. There's nobody in here. Look who just commented on my video.
That's awesome.
Exciting things happening here. Exciting. Yeah, please don't break the clay, people. I guess that's it. Nobody else saying anything. We had a steady viewer. Listen, when I first came back to doing this, I didn't think anybody would be in here. So I'm excited when I see one person in here. So thank you guys. It says we have 5 people. Thank you guys for being here. Please don't break the killer clown.
Oh, he's my favorite. It's the only one I like out of them.
What are you talking about? The Crypt Keeper's awesome.
Nope, I only like
Let me think. Is there anything else happening? Yeah, Passengers is next weekend. I think Obsessions this weekend. I'll be going to Gettysburg 2 weeks from Thursday. So I'm gonna do a video on that. That'll be fun.
You wanna hold this guy?
Sure.
So I don't break him.
Check out this monster.
He's just misunderstood.
I'll tell you what though, keeping this chain on him is ridiculous.
I'm attached. Son of a gun.
I don't know how you managed to do this, but it's impressive. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. We weren't, like I said, I wasn't really planning on going live. I just wanted to see how this would work. And it's doing pretty daggone good, man. The computer's stronger than I thought it was going to be. So that's always a positive. But it looks good though, the way she's got it. I could probably just put these chains around me. Just do it like this. The bust was made by my friend Justin over at Camp 13 Creations. It's one of my. I have one down there. Ow, my finger stuck right down there too. That's a part 8. Everybody craps on part 8. I like part 8. I like part 8 and part 7. Both of those are not well received, but I love both of those. Part 6 is my favorite. But yeah, I think it's gonna look cool in here when we get finished with it. Well, if we get finished with it. Let me see. Audio's still been okay. No audio issues. No wong 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 noises or nothing. It's been pretty daggone consistently 4+ people. That works for me, man. Well, nobody else saying anything, so I'm gonna probably just end it as I watch Tess break thousands of dollars in collectibles. Audio still good. Thanks, brother. And Jose, thank you as well, dude, for all your comments and support on all the videos. You guys really don't know how much it means whenever you guys comment and all that stuff. It helps the video. It helps me know what I'm doing is working or not working. If you post a video, when I posted up that Scream Factory video, if it hadn't got no comments, I would have probably never posted another video like that. But now I've kind of got the urge to keep making videos like that. Does anybody have any video suggestions that they would like to see from me? I was thinking about doing like a box sets, 5 horror movies you should have in your collection. I am open to any suggestion though. Whatever you guys, I thought about doing 5 horror 4Ks you need in your collection. And just trying to find ones that were not super hard to find and, readily available is the key. But thank you, as my friend. I appreciate you. Ow, shit. I keep hitting that thing and it hurts. What will we do without Tess?
Not this. This is a pain in the rear end.
That could work. What would you guys rather see? Would you rather me do a top? Ooh, do that one. Yeah. Would you rather me do a top 5 horror movies, 5 horror 4Ks you need in your collection, or would you rather me do a box sets you need in your collection? Which one of those would you prefer?
You could do one that's...
I can do both. Actually, I will do both. But which one would you like for me to do first?
Ones that you need in your collection that are easily accessible.
Yeah, well, most of the ones I would name off are not going to be hard to get.
Because, let's be honest.
Let's be. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for all the questions. Movie Geek, Kim, Jose. Thank you guys. The Brick Boy, thank you for coming in, man, and checking out the live stream again. I wasn't planning on going live, but here we are. Do both. I like it. We'll do both. Thank you guys all so much for the support. I know a lot of you guys watched the Scream Factory video. I appreciate it. I'm going to get this done and get my walk in and get back home in time for Punisher. And so if Punisher is as awesome as I hope it is, I may come back on here later and do like a Punisher live stream. That looks so good. Where's Jason head go though?
He goes up here. I'm actually trying to get him back from you.
Oh, you gotta.
Did you take it completely off?
It fell off.
Bro.
You got this. I got faith in you. Thank you guys again though. If you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on Punisher, I will be posting the review on TikTok, and then I will post it on the other platforms as well. If you are not following me on TikTok and Instagram, do so. It's 4K Outlaw. I post on TikTok first. and then usually YouTube last. But I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you guys again. Enjoy Punisher One Last Kill. We are now officially, when this movie starts, we're now officially, in my opinion, on the road to doomsday. Take care, guys. Farewell from the Movie Bunker. Thank you all so much for all the support, Tess.
Bye.
That's not what I said.